Hey guys, welcome back. The car is just this second conked out. It's just run out of fuel for the very first tank. Why I wasn't recording in that, what I did is I forgot that my controller has digital rates on it. So instead of my brother using his finger, we've increased the servo range and moved the servo out as if it was pulling the trigger. So now the idling is a lot faster than it would be if I left it alone. So now we don't have to worry about my brother trying to keep moving his finger. And it was running perfect, it was running fine until it ran out of fuel. If you look on the floor here, I'll move the model, you can see the amount of fuel that's on the floor. That's how rich it is. And I just went for a whole tank in about 5 minutes. It's supposed to run for about 20 something minutes on a full tank. And also you can see I've moved the model out of the way because I was getting soaked. Right, anyway, I've turned the model off as well as the transmitter. So what we're going to do now is fill up with fuel again and then start all over again. It should start a lot easier now. So got my fuel ready. Take the cap off. Same again, open the tank. Pretty straightforward enough, easy stuff. Just fill it right up. Okay, that's not a full tank. What I'll do, pretty straightforward, Ansmann racing water bolt, which just pops off. Try not to get any dust. I'm putting it on a bit of rubber here so we don't get all the dust and that on it. So we don't want that going into the engine, do we? Okay, let's take the lid off again. Fill this up. Such a waste though. I mean, I'm not getting any enjoyment out of this vehicle at all. And fuel, obviously, as you know, if you're an RC modeler yourself, fuel is not really cheap. It's quite expensive, nitro fuel. But in the long run, wasting, I don't know, 10 quid's worth of fuel is better than wasting, I don't know, £120 worth of engine. You know, it's a compromise really. Loser cheaper, you can't go wrong then. Right, anyway, let's fill this up a bit more. If you haven't got one of these, get one. They're absolutely brilliant. I mean, as you can see, it's not leaking. It's so easy to put it in, and it is using a tyre bottle. But yeah, you've already seen a review of it, so you know how much we can get them from. But right, okay, it's all full of fuel now. Remember what I've always said, transmitter always on first. So we do is turn the power on. So, still got the right model, same bug on there now, so I know it's the right one. Okay, now that's on. Now what we do is we turn the vehicle on. Vehicle's now on. Even though I know it's all been done already, I'm still going to do this. Always do this every time your your vehicle is switched on and in transmitter. Always make sure you've got freedom of movement on all controls. Okay, it's always worth doing. Doesn't matter if the car hasn't been moved. Always remember to do that. I'm not going to do a range check because I'm going to be standing right next to the vehicle at all times. But always remember to do it. I can't stress enough. Because I've seen people have these and that, they've turned the control on with the engine running, they forget to turn the power on the car goes shooting forward, they can't stop it. This one's not so bad because you have to start the engine. Now if this was brushless for instance, and you turn it on, it could just shoot forward and you've just now lost X amount of money. Alright, so transmitter, then receiver, always. Anyway, right, we've got fuel in there. Now we have to prime the engine again, like we did before. So, sorry, it's just a bit oily and greasy now. So, block the exhaust. So, I'll just take it off because it's all horrible. Yeah, block the exhaust off and then just pull the engine. You don't even have to pull the engine too far. If you do a closer look, Mike, if you come closer, as you can see when I look it up, if you look at the fuel, if you can see, even with the slightest pull, can you see the fuel going? See? You only need to do it a slightest bit on the exhaust. Now the fuel's reached the carburetor, I always do 1 or 2 more pulls more, like that, just to make sure the fuel's in there. Now the engine's primed. Now I'm going to put the exhaust back on, do a little bit of a dry, so it don't slide off. Okay, exhaust is now on, back on, got fuel in the vehicle, batteries are all stand now. All we need to do now is start the vehicle up. Fingers crossed it should start first time because it's been running a dream when we was off camera. When we got the right settings, that was. So we leave that on for a sec. And now what we're going to do is try and start it again. No throttle, because as you said, we've adjusted the servo so it's always got a little bit more throttle than it was standard. So here we go, let's see. First time. Now, I haven't done anything at all to this vehicle since my last video. The only thing I've done is digitally move the servo to increase the throttle when you turn the receiver on. That's all I've done, nothing else. Now you can see the engine is running quite smooth now because it's starting to run in. It's a lot smoother than it was before. But you have seen everything I've done to this car. I've done nothing off camera. Anyway, sorry if you can't hear me very well. There will be description in the comments so you can see exactly what I've done to this vehicle. Alright? The exhaust is coming off because it's full of oil and grease. It's horrible. So we're going to stick it back on. Okay? Now what we're going to do is remove the spark plug. Hopefully the engine doesn't conk out, but we'll see. Right. It's conked out, it's because I put that on after. Now hopefully if I leave it on now, it should start. So we'll try again. But before I start the engine again, I'll say it one more time if you didn't hear before. I will be putting everything I've done in the description, so it will help you out if you can't hear me very well. But until I can actually view the video myself, I don't know if you can hear me or not. Sorry if I repeat myself. Right, anyway, let's try this again. I think we can leave that off now for now. As always having problems when you first start a vehicle. It's common. Don't worry, it's not because it's a bad vehicle, bad engine or anything like that. All vehicles have these tendencies. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off for a minute. Just let it cool down just for a sec and then we'll try again. I'm not sure why it's not starting again. It was running fine before. But what I'm going to do is on the receiver, on the transmitter, sorry, I'm going to reduce the throttle a little bit. Increase the throttle just a tiny little bit more. So to do that, we just change the range of it. See, we've already got it plus 11 increments on increase of throttle. Once we've done that, we'll push enter. So now it's a little bit faster than before. Now we'll try that again. It's trial and error. It's not going to run properly because it is really overfueling right now. I don't want to damage the engine and I want it to run in perfect on a nice rich fuel mixture. Just give it a sec, then we'll try again. Okay. Going to increase the throttle slightly. Okay, now I'm just going to leave it till the tank runs out. Okay? I'm going to move it round so I don't get it all over me. You better come closer. I don't know if you can see it, but you've got nice blue smoke coming out. It's hard to see on the camera. But you can see by the puddle. See, look, I'll try my hand. See, my finger's completely dry, now watch. Can you see my finger? Look, it's loads coming out of the exhaust, see? That's perfect. Right, now we're going to leave this until this tank runs out. We'll do another video soon, okay? Keep tuned.